Pope Francis's sixth papal document is a letter to young people. It's called Christus Vivit, and it is a demanding and optimistic text in which it opens new horizons to people of all ages. In fact, he says that being young, more than an age, is a state of mind. The Pope signed this apostolic exhortation on March 25th in Loreto. Throughout its 9 chapters, it teaches how to discover one's own vocation, whether to marriage or giving their life exclusively to God. It combines the greatest messages of the October 2018 Synod on young people, using some of its preparatory documents. It also gives guidelines on how to focus on young people in the Church. One of the most surprising pieces of advice for young people is to learn to weep. Pope Francis says once you can weep, then you will be able to help others from the heart. He does so by remembering his dialogue with 2 children rescued from the streets of the Philippines.
Los invito a que cada uno se pregunte. Yo aprendí a llorar cuando veo un niño con hambre, un niño drogado en la calle, un niño que no tiene casa, un niño abandonado, un niño abusado, un niño usado por una sociedad como esclavo. Con mi llanto, ese llanto caprichoso de aquel que llora porque le gustaría tener algo más.
Christus Vivit talks about migrants, asking young people not to fall into the trap of seeing them as a threat and not possessed of the same inalienable dignity as every other human being. He also asks young people to help fight abuse. The Pope writes, if you see a priest at risk because he's lost the joy of his ministry or seeks effective compensation or is taking the wrong path, remind him of his commitment to God and his people, remind him of the gospel, and urge him to hold to his course. The Pope repeats many of his messages from World Youth Days in Rio de Janeiro, Krakow, and Panama. He says youth are called not to pursue superficiality. Rather, they're called to live out true faith based on a personal friendship with God and renewed by the Eucharist and confession.
Em vista disso, eu peço que vocês sejam revolucionários. Eu peço que vocês de ir en contracorrente. Sim, nisto peço que se rebelen. Que se rebelen contra esta cultura do provisório, que no fundo crê que vocês não são capazes de assumir responsabilidades, creem que vocês não são capazes de amar de verdade. Eu tenho confiança em vocês, jovens, e rezo por vocês. Tenham a coragem de ir contra a corrente.
Cari giovani, non siamo venuti al mondo per vegetare, per passarcela comodamente, per fare della vita un divano che ci addormenti. Al contrario, siamo venuti per un'altra cosa, per lasciare un'impronta. È molto triste passare nella vita senza lasciare un'impronta. Compromiso, eso los hace crecer, eso los agiganta. Como estén, pero compromiso. Dar lo mejor de sí para hacer posible el milagro de la multiplicación, no solo de los panes, sino de la esperanza. Y ustedes, dando lo mejor de sí, comprometiéndose, hacen el milagro de la multiplicación de la esperanza. Necesitamos multiplicar la esperanza. Gracias, gracias por todo eso.
The Pope asked the Church to question why young people frequently fail to find in our usual programs a response to their concerns, their needs, their problems, and issues. He is concerned with formation, offering doctrinal content that overlooks each person's personal encounter with God. He asks that it be a church with open doors, in which one does not have to accept fully all the teachings of the church to take part in certain of our activities for young people. It is enough to have an open mind toward all those who have the desire and willingness to be encountered by God's revealed truth. Pope Francis asks colleges and universities to remain the essential places for the evangelization of the young. He asks for self-criticism of pastoral outreaches. Many young people study religion, but when they finish, they don't have tools to apply it in their life. He says for many schools did not prepare them to uphold these values in a world that holds them up to ridicule, nor did they learn ways of praying and practicing the faith that can be easily sustained amid the fast pace of today's society.